I guess, from the beginning. But outside of that, it shouldn't have any effect on numbers or anything like that, I guess. So there we go. that's
Right.
that's some confirmation on that. I'm still a little confused, honestly, but I guess that kind of makes sense at the same time. So,
Yep.
anyways, we got this game now. All right, so what happened here initially? Magmus, Wild Soul, Behemoth, and Parasite bans. Midas into Bubbles, Andromeda into Lodestone, Mage Bane into Monarch. There we go. Good to actually see Monarch today.
Yep.
Not banned.
Yep. I think
Okay.
it's still gonna be the strategy of counter-initiating, trying to bait a guy and then have the Chrysalis ready. It looks like, but the Mage Bane already picked up by Mint, so it looks like a potential really passive game.
Yeah. That's definitely a strong possibility here whenever Mage Bane's in the game. So
Yeah.
not going to be surprised by that, but also at the same time you can say, well, if they're going to be that, then maybe WOP Dash will want to try to go a little more aggressive. But I mean, I guess that's where Monarch could still work. You know, she is known as this very defensive, mainly because of the Chrysalis. But I think you were even talking a little bit about it yesterday, where the idea of getting that map control, of course, it really helps the idea of an aggressive lineup with her wards, and crippling pollen's not a bad stun tool essentially that she has as well. So if they wanted to play more of that aggressive style, I guess it's still definitely possible here for WOP Dash. But
Yeah, that's true. I mean, QE build is still pretty powerful if you can get it, but you need someone to deal some damage. I know they've been experimenting with the crippling pollen, making it last longer, deal less damage, deal a bit more damage to let it last a bit less time, or however you say it. But it seems they have found the groove now with the way it's put now in the time it lasts and the damage. And it's still a strong hero. 1.3 seconds level 1 is quite a long time. So uh, definitely alright support.
happening here, so going to see the power of Monarch here again in the hands of WOP Dash. Dark Lady, Solstice, Scout, Ophelia, Silhouette, and Meraxis bands coming out here. Fresh, focused, very heavy on the carry bands. A couple of specific counter Mage Bane bands. You know, Scout and Dark Lady, for example. So some solid band choices there, I think. On the other side, again, even Meraxis taken out with Ophelia and Solstice. So a little bit of a mix there. Getting rid of some junglers. But you see Deadlift and Rhapsody even both being right-clicked over here.
Yeah.
More of a push than anything, but
Yeah. I mean, it's important to have a little bit of everything, but it doesn't look. I mean, when you have Mage Bane already, you don't need that all-in push style. You can go for a more passive play or approach to the game. But Tempo is definitely strong. Has some push early on, and also huge impact later. And still, there's no Tempest Portal Key cancel yet. Portal Key shrunken yet, so could be a good game for him. But they still have some picks left here to counter him with.
yeah. What roles do they need? I guess the carry as well as the jungler themselves. So, couple. There is no Ophelia, but Parasite. No, yeah, he was banned too. So, we're gonna have some of those options, unfortunately. There you go, NG. So not necessarily a Tempest stopper with a Shrunken, but they got dual support now.
Yeah. A bit surprised by it. I guess they might look into some Lodestone Engineer lane down in the bottom against the Mage Bane plus whatever. Could be an option at least. Deals a lot of damage, a good burst. And we saw what you got and Oscar doing that in game 2 today. That worked pretty well whenever they got their levels up. The burst from the Engie Mines into a cake follow up as well. It's a decent amount of damage.
So the final pick for Mint here. Obviously not going to be Deadlift at this point probably, but okay, Grinix. They got the signature hero. Speaking of
Yeah.
these signature heroes, this is one that has proven to work very well when in the hands of a different guy here. So
Yep.
assume that's where it'll be in this case.
He's good at laning 1 versus 2 as well, and also 1 versus 1. But he's good at making space and finding kills, and a guy like Probus can really benefit from that, especially when you're playing Mage Bane. So yeah, look, maybe a lot of action gonna happen from Andrew, Grinix, and Midas. Can definitely set up some kills and create some space.
Yeah, we've seen many of times, in those 1v2 situations where get the kill on the support, and all of a sudden, it not only wins the lane at that point, but yeah, really, as you pointed out, it kind of opens up the map quite a bit too. And I want to say, I feel like they usually maybe run it with kind of an assisting carry here, something like a Sand Wraith, obviously, for example, where
Yeah,
you can pour it in and it sets up kills really easily. But I mean, still, you got him, you got Midas eventually with the portal key, and they definitely got some good movement to follow
for
up
sure.
effectively
Yep.
here for Grinnick.
Yep.
So
That's right, actually, now that you mention it. They have that hero exactly as you mentioned, Sandwave, and then Greenix locates the targets they want to go for, and then Sandwave voids in, and the secret kill for Sandwave, so yeah, but still, they have to follow up in Midas and in Andro, so if Greenix can land a stun, the target should die from those two.
there's the Sand Wraith again. So WOP Dash gonna go with that on their side, and now the question
Still,
is.
I feel like they kind of set themselves up to. It's not the easiest thing to land kick stuns here, and it's not the easiest thing to land lodestone stuns or anything. You kind of have to land them inside the kill field and hope you can predict their movements. Shrunken Head, strong item. I mean, it definitely counters the entire heal point item, honestly. So, Shrunken Head and you're almost invincible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you really have been. You made that strong point yesterday, and it feels like WOP Dash. I guess they happened to be in that series yesterday too, but. Learning from that perhaps, because yeah, when you look at the insta stuns that they have, it's really nothing. As they're pointing out there, so that's gonna be an issue, I'm sure.
Yeah. Grenix can press W, maybe get out of the queue and not get spotted and disjointed, and Kex too, and same thing as Magepan can blink away. It's not that hard. It's gonna be really hard for them to land their spells, and then they're gonna look silly. Okay, he missed that spell, and then they're gonna turn. So. They're not setting themselves up in the best position with this kind of draft. But then again, I mean, skill shot spells, they can still be hit, so.
All right, so lane's coming about here. You see defensive ward aside over here at the Hellborn Ancient area, Kongor area from WOP Dash.
It's actually a not different guy playing the Grinix. It's Slaske at the moment.
Oh.
And Magebane is looking like he's going mid, and that's interesting. I think they are trying to read the lanes, and then they're doing something that they expect WOP Dash to do, but all they have is actually Sandwave Monarch top, which is maybe not what they expected, and Probosk is going to stay mid, so it's interesting.
That is so weird to me. To get such a signature hero for one specific player, and then just not have him play it? Like, that just seems so... What? Well, why? Why would you do that?
That's a bit weird.
I mean, Grinix as a hero, like those things stand that he is good in 2v1s, so just different guy happens to be one that's kind of showing that and plays it, but the hero itself definitely is good for that, so as long as Sasuke is comfortable enough playing it, and, maybe he has played it plenty and it's not going to be a big deal, but yeah, it still is just so weird to me, seeing it not in different guys' hands, but it is what it is. Keep an eye on how he does there. He actually messed up the creepo a little bit. He was getting a lot of pressure from Monarch. And unfortunately wasn't able to do it as viable as he hoped for. And he is going to take some good damage here. Does have that regen, though.
Monarch also one of the heroes with a big mana pool, and he can also use like 4 or 5 of his Qs early on here.
Yeah, and Grinix without that nether strike of his, he's not as much of a threat for trading auto attacks. So once he gets that, though, then a little different, but he's going to remain level 1 for a little bit longer here and be heavily boxed out. But yeah, there are other lanes going on. As you mentioned, middle Magebane with Andromeda. Got him against the bubbles here. Well, that's something. Obviously, Magebane is set up to have a great time, but I mean, yeah, they called these lanes pretty well then, right? Like, this is probably what they figured was going to happen.
Yeah, I think so, but I understand that now Magebane gets a little bit more farm, but it's honestly not that bad for bubbles. Every time Andrew tries to stun, you can remove that by taking cover and just trading auto attacks, if you actually skill it. Oh, he tried there, but actually missed it. But that's what you can do, and yeah, he's gonna go for the turn. Yep.
All right, Toxic gets the bloodlust kill. Now he is in trouble against Magebane, but
nice.
not really. He's gonna walk away, and he will survive bottom lane. Different guy goes down on the Midas. WOP Dash making a big statement here early on. 2-0 lead already in their favor.
I think Probos played a bit too passive there. As soon as he saw the shield shot from Bubbles, he had to blink onto him to force him to either point to it or to die in return. And he just hesitated too much, and yeah, they didn't get the counter kill. So that's but at the same time, it's huge for WOP dash. Tasi winning 1 versus 2 mid. That's amazing, and they have the kill lane bottom doing work. They're looking for Tempest now, who is in a bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, are they going to find him? They absolutely are. There's the combo. It's they don't have that setup stun necessarily, but if you do land the lodestone, then yeah, easily follow up for the keg, or vice versa, and that's an easy kill as a result. So again, really big momentum here early on for WOP dash.
Yeah,
especially that attitude.
Here early on, when people don't have blinks or boots even, then that lodestone stun is definitely a setup stun for sure. But later on, it's getting tougher for sure. But right now, it's looking promising. It's looking really good for them. Bubbles
Middle
though.
lane, yeah, this is interesting. Mage Bane, I was wondering if he really was going to chase that or not, but he decides it's not worth it, of course. Falls back before Grinnick's top lane. Wow, he is really low here. These rev wards, man, they're a heavy priority, and it will be enough for the kill. 4-0 now for WOP dash. All 3 lanes have gotten kills now. I mean, yeah, 4 different heroes have died. Mage Bane's the only one not to die here, actually. On mid side. This start is huge for WOP dash.
Definitely. This is what you want also when you have the dual support and the enemy team has jungler. You want to get ahead in kills. If you can do that, you can get ahead in gold and stay even in the experience. And that's what they're doing here. And it's looking really good.
Grinnick's going to apply pressure to Monarch here, but not nearly enough. Monarch will be fine. Monarch is getting a second, or she did get a second point into Crippling Pollen. Keep an eye on how she continues to level up. Other than that, it is the 1-1-1 style of getting everything. Andromeda is roaming up here. Now, there are rev wards down, so if she runs over them, then yeah, is going to be seen doing this. I don't know if she's getting close enough to the... Oh, this one definitely. Yeah, now they definitely know that she's here, and not going to be as sneaky as he hopes for as Bunny Lover. Don't think he'll be able to catch them. He does have a double damage rune, but yeah, they probably won't get in a spot to be vulnerable enough for the kill. So good patience here by WOP dash at the top side. And yeah, meanwhile, Bubbles is just having this free time now against Mage Bane here in the middle, knowing that Andromeda's missing. Can farm even more effectively now. He's basically toe-to-toe with Mage Bane as far as creep kills, 22-23.
Yeah, that bloodlust did wonders for him. He was actually doing fine before that even. It comes back to that fact that you can just take cover Andrew's stun, and Mage Bane is not really harassing that well. Not that good at it, at least. You see it again there.
Yeah. Maybe the plan was to mana burn enough so he wouldn't have the mana for it, but there was no way that was going to happen right there. So, yeah, he's just too quick. Tasi, as long as he's on top of it, which he clearly is, it's going to be very difficult to deal with him.
It's definitely a much different performance than that last game, where he was caught out a lot more with the no mana or shield shift on cooldown and stuff like that. So looking way better for him this game, and showing us what he can do in this hero.
Yeah, different guy down here on Midas. He's going to have some pressure at the tower again. Yeah, play pretty passive. He has supports coming down. Mage Bane and Tempest actually both running over as if they might have been trying to make a play, but actually just probably going to do some lane adjustments in general. Mage Bane going to make his way towards bottom now. And yeah, different guy will now head towards the middle. So want to really try to capitalize now on opening up some short lane farm down here for the Mage Bane, of course. Sandwraith, not level 6 yet, but actually just about there. This Ballista kill or one more creep kill would do it. It actually could come into play here shortly. Oh, Midas gets away, actually.
Yeah.
They're going to find him.
They're going to rotate bottom again, so they could maybe find Tempest, but he is staying on the right side of the creeps here.
Oh, Monarch takes some pressure again, but the Chrysalis, now the Crippling Pollen, turning damage on a Grinnick's right here. Grinnick's still chasing, though. He wants this kill. Riftstock in. Not going to commit all the way, but now he might be in some trouble, actually, as Sandwraith does have that Mirage, as mentioned. Is he going to use it here?
I think if he hit the Q on him so he could see the sand, then I think he would have gone for it, but yeah, missing that, and he doesn't feel confident.
Man, with his life pool, if he does it right now, he could have a kill. But yeah, he would need to do it so quick, and it's like he doesn't know that obviously. So yeah, not worth it. Grinix will survive there, using the regen now. Bottom lane, Mage Bane. They're going on to NG, but nope, he's too quick.
Good stone mid though.
Oh yeah, he's stunning in, but no, he got stunned first actually. Tempest locking him down, preventing him from following up right there, and so helps save his teammate there in the middle lane. Good job by Tempest.
He used the Veiled Rod to get around there, but Tempest was in the right place at the right time and canceling that for him. So unfortunate, but nice idea though.
Yeah, Tempest overall actually not doing too bad here. 300 gold per minute just about for Denver Pro. Just got his Astrolabe, I believe. He did go the Meteor build here as well as the Blood Chalice. And interesting to me because from my understanding, I thought that this Meteor idea is only really effective on the Hellborn side, not as much on the Legion side. But I mean, I'm not a pro at it by any means. But do you have any insight on that?
Much, but yeah, you can always use it on the bottom camp instead of having to eat trees. You can use it there. You can also use it to come from the smallest camp over to the medium camp over here on the right side. So you can actually farm all the free left camps with just one creep spawn as your elementals hit the max level.
Okay.
And, you can use that for that, else you have to walk around and then... either way, it doesn't help you that much, but it's still something.
Okay. Well, again, has it here and
So
level 4 elementals.
You can cut down here where Andrew is if he wants to, but
Okay.
he doesn't have to.
Gotcha. Well, again, his farm overall is doing pretty well. 300 gold per minute here. Sustaining around that mark. Lodestone has a haste rune bottled up, actually. Is going to be fine at the bottom lane down there. Engineer. Oh, the mind trap. Well played by Cookies.
He selected those, didn't he? And then exploded them right as...
He must have.
So, yeah, I think he must have.
You're right.
I didn't think you could select that many and press E at the same time, so I think he must have selected them and then E and tapped really quickly. That was pretty impressive.
We also get Midas middle lane as Sandwraith ports in, so again, the kind of momentum continues for WOP Dash here. A little bit of a break in the kills, but now 6-0 lead in their favor.
Some really good momentum going. I mean, doesn't look as that much, but 6-0, I mean, it feels a lot better than compared to being down 6 kills and not having anyone yet, even though the stats are almost the same.
Yeah.
Well, they do pick up the first year onto the Lodestone.
Gotta say they used a bit, though. I guess the biggest thing was the Elemental Void and really just securing that. But yeah, 4 players being here, they kill Lodestone, so good kill nonetheless. But they do lose the middle tower in the process. They are going to get the bottom one, however, so gotta say overall a pretty solid trade here. Magebane has started to kind of move up a little bit, too. He's going to have that Sustainer shortly. Of course, the Ring Cleaver to follow after that. But look at NG again. He's got another Mind Trap spot now. He might have been seen coming over here with a Ward of Sight.
This is a very popular spot, honestly. A lot of people do this. Stay in here and then put mines there. What you got did the last game, too.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone's doing it, but yeah, now they should see him at least running back. So I think they're going to think twice about passing through here. Maybe Tempest's going to send some elementals.
Yeah, you try to bait it out with something to kill it. That's a good point. Yeah, having these minions here, that's actually pretty crucial to have against an engineer. Having minions to be able to scout with. Sacrifice themselves. Top lane Midas, he is in trouble. Shadow Storm will connect, and that'll secure the kill. So different guy doing his best to escape there. Unfortunately, could not. Goes down too.
Pretty good roam from Lodestone. He's everywhere. Top, mid, bottom. I mean, he's really trying to find kills all over the place. That's what do you want to see from Initiator and these types of heroes here. Top.
Oh, Grinix, yeah, he's trying to make a play on a Sandwraith. He did disjoint the Chrysalis there, but Ling comes the Cleansing Winds. Just enough speed. God, it's so much. What, 150 increase? So he just easily outruns Grinix at that point. Now Grinix, he's in trouble. So he got so close to getting a solo kill. Going to come up short. Now can he escape is the question. Good job with the Shadow Step. And he actually will make the escape. That was a pretty impressive play there from Sasuke to at least survive. But not getting the kill. Stings a little bit. Midas. Jeez, he's just charging up here. Yeah, almost recklessly, but guess he'll be fine.
Also, ultimate is on cooldown. He knows that as well. So, yeah, but Monarch, huge save there. I mean, he is pretty good, honestly. Even with one of the spells disjointed there. Nice play from Slasker for that, but still manages to save the Sandwave, and it's pretty impressive.
Ooh, energy field goes down from Engineer. Just making a point, basically, if you're going to go for this kill, you will die in return. He still dies in return and didn't even kill Engineer, so well played there, actually, as a team. And, again, the greed is real from different guy. And, like I said, just 20 seconds ago, he was coming pretty YOLO in up here, knowing that 4 players really were up here with what they saw, but still felt confident they could maybe make a play, leech some experience, but obviously it gets caught as he's doing that. So
I think a little bit of frustration might be kicking in there. I mean, he was pretty far up there, and yeah, 0-4-0 so far. Maybe, yeah. He needs to pair up with Grenix, I think, and start looking for some kills. That's way back in the game for those two.
So, okay, well, that definitely expanded a little bit here as now the tower kill. About 3,400 goldie, but this is one of these cases, though, where it feels like one team is so dominant, yet, I mean, the stats, again, it's a lead, but it's not like it's not out of control by any means. Fresh still has great spots, and Magebane, of course, the biggest one with how well he's doing here.
Yeah, Minus is able to push out waves really effectively, and Tempest is farming a lot, so actually has the most creep kills in the game at the moment. And he's doing a pretty good job of pushing as well in the bottom now, pushing a bit mid, and Magebane is also starting to clear the jungle now, and he should have a cleaver soon, and from that point on, they gotta be a bit worried on about what that side.
Yeah, so Magebane doing his thing in the jungle, getting towards that mark. You got Grenix up here at the top lane, continuing to get some more levels and farm himself. Does have or is going up against Samwraith, of course, who has that sort of the high, and so the Mach is coming shortly here. So yeah, on the other side of it, this is of course, a big thing for WOP Dash is that Sandwraith is doing very well here. 430 gold per minute. He's 2-0-2. He's having this big start now. From what I recall yesterday, I do remember Imapingu, he did actually go. Didn't he go like a Frost of Skull even? I think on Sandwraith.
Yeah, so
wonder what he's going to go here today.
Yeah,
if that's the same or not. If he likes the Rust of Stone.
See, oh, bottom.
Yeah, Grenix goes in. There's the swap. Tried to get the energy field off, but he couldn't get it off. He got canceled mid-animation right there. Lowstone, meanwhile, barely able to be out of range and survive.
Yep. And, they're doing putting a lot of effort into protecting Probosk right now, and definitely the right decision. Until he has the cleaver, which he has now, then showing some extra protection is definitely the right way to go about it. And he has that now, but I also think Sandwraith picked up his mark, so if they could make something happen and he can point in, this is definitely the time to do it. Magebane is not that strong yet, so they definitely have an opening here from now on until Magebane picks up another item.
You know, going back to the draft too, I know you pointed out how Tempest was picked up, I think it was 3rd, and so they were going to have a little bit of time to maybe react to that. They ended up not getting a Tempest stopper with Shrunken Head. They don't have anything that would actually stop it here. Andromeda, by the way, going to be found in the jungle and gets picked off. And you see what Denver Pro's going, obviously, pretty quickly here. He has already got, in fact, both the components, just use the pattern. He will have a Shrunken. So we're going to be seeing unstoppable Shrunken Head ultimates coming out here. Now, big fight breaking out here. Sandwraith going in. Catches a couple. Grenix and Magebane in trouble. Nice job with that crippling pollen follow-up. And yeah, enough lockdown to secure that kill on Magebane. Meanwhile, Grenix, they're just going to try to turn on the bubbles. Well, the shell support, he'll be fine. Tempest caught off to the side. Double tap for Imapingu. So, big fight there for WOP Dash.
Definitely, and this is what you would like to see, using that mark right away. And now he has another 1,500 gold, and Lodestone almost has his portal key, so that's a huge swing for them. And I think Probosk he walked out of the kill field range. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he wanted to stand as far as possible and then blink away. But he just got out of it, and Bubbles had level 2 kill field at the time, and that was simply enough time for Magebane to kill him. And Monarch just came in with the silence to follow up. So great coordination there, and pays off. Nicely done.
Yeah, it does go back to what you were saying earlier too, though. It's even going to be more like, obviously Probosk, I'm sure, is very aware of this, but situations like that, he really wants that Shrunken. It's going to be so good against the Cellborn team. And then, yeah, that goes back to Tempest, as I was talking about just as that fight was breaking out. So, yes, this is great that WOP Dash does have a lead now, and they have a lot of good positives, but there is that little bit of the work's not done yet. I mean, there's still plenty to do, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And again, yeah, those shrunken heads are going to be huge here for Mint, when and if they get them. But there's the mock on Sandwraith, and look at that, another 2,200 gold saved up.
Yeah.
On top. Again, yesterday he went that Frost of Skull, so really curious what he goes for.
At the same time, Tempest is closing in on Shrunken as well, and after that I can only assume he's going to go for the portal key, and then he's going to have the 3 black holes that he wants onto whoever he wants. And that's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and because of that, I think they could go Staff on Sandwraith or top lane.
Yeah, Sasuke picked off there again. We're seeing a lot of these moving together. Now, I think that's very evident as to why the experience is nearly identical. And it's been that way for a lot of this game. WOP Dash is moving a lot as a team to get these kills.
They are. There's also the jungle factor. I think they have a lot more creep kills over there on Legion side.
Oh, this mine trap over here at the observatory. That's 6 level 4 mines. AKA an instant kill pretty much. Oh, he actually didn't go at any points in a turret, by the way. I'm just noticing that. He just straight rushed those mines.
I think I hope at level 8 he is at least going to get 1 level in it, for sure. It's really powerful, especially with the energy field. You might be able to make some plays happen with that as well. It's just the slow that comes from it. So he at level 8, I hope he gets it.
Yeah, it seems like that would be good as Sasuke, he found the trap.
Yep.
He goes down. So he's that's what 2 mine traps here that have resulted in kills from Engineer. So well played. Both of them actually on Grinix. Go figure. He's not liking those. And yeah, Grinix, he is kind of one of these now. Again, I know he's in that suicide role. He's ideally he kind of just needs levels, but he's not having the greatest start here, and the snowball's not really kind of kicking in, and he's struggling to even get Ghost Marchers here at this point, which he doesn't even have just yet. So that's really unfortunate for that. That's where definitely a downside definitely exists for Mint here in their lineup, but getting him to recover.
Yeah. Not sure what happened bottom. Though someone was trying to find someone, but used the ulti and didn't work out. Maybe someone was pointing out it didn't see, but then some cooldown, and the Legion knows it at least.
Oh, Sandwraith, he's gonna maybe port somewhere. No. I guess he was using that more sort of escape up here. He got a little low. Does get out though. Mageman, by the way, he actually gets a Firebrand here first. Like I said, it's going to be really good. Will he prioritize it or not is a different story. Doesn't seem like he's going for it at least just yet, though. Do you think it would be silly to not get Shrunken here next? Your Mageman?
I think he wants to dodge more and then give up his tier 2 towers. And with that in mind, you want to enhance your farm as much as possible. And then I think Firebrand into Geometers might be fine before you get the Shrunken, but I definitely agree that he needs it. He can't really fight without it, I think. You don't want to get locked down by something like a Monarch Q. I mean, that's just too silly. So he kind of needs that.
Tempest.
Or even the kill field.
Yeah, Tempest does just about have the Shrunken. He's had these components here for a little bit. It's a little struggling to finish the recipe, but he should have it now after another creep kill. There we go. There's the purchase. So we'll have that Shrunken again. Nothing that they have right now will stop it. I guess the fear from Sandwraith, if he gets a staff eventually, will do that. But other than that, there is nothing that they have. So
it's kind of mixed up here with Sustainer and Mighty Blade. So
yeah,
I think his mindset is he's probably gonna go Shrunken and the Resto, but I kind of hope he goes for the staff just to also be able to cancel Tempest. So if Tempest can't hold his allies, and then you can kind of have the rest siege or start a fight, and they can kind of clump up without getting punished for it. And you can just sit out and still deal damage just by pressing R, and then you resto and you can jump in again onto the Tempest. So this is definitely a game where staff is a viable choice. Solid choice.
Yep, again, it goes back to that's their only way to stop Tempest here, so more reason for it. What the hell was that? I don't know if you caught that, but I thought that was bottom lane. That just looks so funky. Lodestone went in with a Shadow Storm, but he actually Shadow Stepped him as he Shadow Stormed, and like disjointed it, don't almost look like.
Oh, he
as a
queued him with
result.
Grenix?
Yeah, he queued him
Oh.
with Grenix while the Shadow Storm like hit. It just looked so weird. But
yeah, I think it's the same timing as with the Monarch Q up top. You can disjoint different abilities with that Q, so it's kind of one of those weird things.
Sandwraith, where's he going? They find Magebane here. Again, he does take the stun, but this time a little less vulnerable. Tempest, oh, his elemental form was canceled. He didn't Shrunken.
Yeah.
He does Shrunken now, but that is a big mistake from Denver Pro not to do so. They lose Grenix in the process so far, a 1-for-1. And that's how it will end. But yeah, using the cooldown, not using the Shrunken, that's big.
Yep, definitely. Gotta use that. I think he was cancelled by a Monarch Q, so that's unfortunate. It wasn't the biggest hold anyways, but still he would have hold Sandwraith for a bit longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, gotta be sure to Shrunken when you use that.
Yeah, it's one of those cases. Yeah, right after you get it, maybe it's just kind of, I guess he just simply slips your mind all of a sudden when a fight breaks out, but definitely better use it every time here. I guess that's where the saving grace is, that, as you pointed out, really that might not have been that big of a deal, that fight, and it's not like it was their worst result in the end either. It just happened to be a little awkward even, but yeah, don't do it from here on out, and I think men can be pleased with that, despite that mistake. But going to really be banking on that, sure. Bubbles. Interesting build on him. He actually gets that Gnome's Wisdom right here. Like, I know you're a fan of the Gnomes.
Definitely. Strong item. Always has been here. So, yeah, it's definitely weird to see it on Bubbles, but he is definitely gone for the supportive items, Gnomes, and a Sacrificial Stone. So that's kind of interesting. A lot of armor and push potential. And
Yeah.
Yeah, solar push. Oh, that catapult's actually stuck. Haven't seen that one. Yeah.
It was funny down here. Magebane and running into the Sandwraith actually got the double damage in right before, but got held in place with that crippling pollen, so unable to chase there. Speaking of, Magebane again did finish the Frostburn actually, but still sitting on the Mighty Blade, so yeah, probably going to be that Shrunken End now next to follow it up. Very standard kind of build here. Engineer, what is he doing?
I think he wants to mine again, but
yeah.
at least he's scouting for now. And this could be a really good spot, but there are a lot of Legion heroes right now, so he might not be able to put all 4 mines in time. But this is strength of Monarch. You can keep these uphill voids up all the time. It's not like, okay, now it's getting countered, so I can't put another one. You can just keep putting them there, and
True.
They will have to deal with them all the time. But, they do give vision also when people come over to devoid them, so... yep.
They're here as a team now. You see Bubbles is going to make it seem like, oh, just him. Farming middle, pushing it out. So they fall for it. There go the mines again. So Engineer able to start placing them here. But again, Grenix did die in that spot earlier, so you kind of wonder if they're going to really be thinking about that every time they go up in that hill now. Check it out before, perhaps, but they're coming down. Resto Stone finished on Sandwraith, by the way. Just got that here.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah, she's dead. Kaboom. Well, that's how they found them, I guess.
Yep, I guess so. It's kind of unfortunate because Magebane blinked over that spot and then she kind of, okay, I'm safe. Magebane is up there, so I can walk up, and nope, not working.
Doesn't work the same. Yeah, I guess on the other side of it, though, it's like Angie's like, it's the least valuable target, but still, it's a kill.
A kill is a kill, yeah, for sure.
We'll take it.
He actually finished the tablet now, so that's pretty strong.
Oh, Midas, bottom lane, by the way. They are going to get him. Caught him trying to get away, and Sandwraith then poured it in.
Yeah, Sandwraith finished the rest, though, actually. Uses it right there, so damn, he's also farmed 530 GPM. Of course, Provosk is at the same level, but again, Sandwraith with that teamfight hero, Magebane picks people off one at a time. He's not at the point yet where Magebane.
Speaking of picks, that Resto Stone, oh, but it gets the blink off in time. Obviously, Sandwraith using the Resto Stone there, porting in. They still might get him, actually. Magebane caught with the Crippling Paw, another blink swap. No! Oh, no! Andromeda had a good intention, but almost ended up killing Magebane right there. Oh, Provosk would not have been happy if he died there. Oh, man.
Nope.
Well, he survives at least, but still.
Yeah.
That was scary.
For sure. I think MJ95 there, he jumped in too early. I mean, usually when you jump in and you're stunned, you want your Shadow Storm to activate while they're stunned or just before. And his Shadow Storm was still activated and then never detonated onto the Mage Bane. So there could have been a kill if he coordinated that a bit better and waited a second more. But yeah, got a bit impatient, I guess, and didn't work as intended.
Here we go with Kongor.
Yeah.
It's not the quickest Kongor killing team.
Uh-huh.
Taking a little bit here. In fact, Bubbles, I don't even know if he realizes, but he's actually out of the pit. Technically missing every auto attack, so hopefully he'll find that out soon. But it's...
you might be looking at the map, trying to call out enemy heroes and positions. But
it just looks funny.
That's a bit silly because it might matter, but it doesn't look like they're coming over.
Yeah.
I don't know why no one's telling him to go in.
if the time, like you said, it's not going to really matter in the end. It's just kind of funny that it's happening. Because, yeah, if they... Oh, there we go. He finally goes in. If they were heading over, you're right. Like, without that little bit of extra damage, that could have really thrown it all off. But ends up not being a big deal. But that's a lesson for everyone. Make sure that you're in the Kongor pit when you're killing Kongor. When that whole mist keeps popping up, that means you're not all the way in. So... All right, but doesn't really affect too much. Sandwraith does have the token now. His Resto Stone's actually going to be off cooldown here just in a second as well. So, yeah, WOP Dash continues to be in a pretty prime spot here.
They're almost getting to the point where every time Sandwraith presses R, someone's going to die. I don't think Andrew can do anything. And when he presses R twice, I actually think he's dead or about 100 life. So it's pretty rough, especially if Sandwraith picks up the staff here. Then he can kill Andrew first and then turn his attention to Tempest right after.
Top lane, Lodestone. Okay, it looks like, yeah, he was trying to find somebody, but realizing that can't catch him. But now, actually, Tempest, never mind, I thought I'd been trying to make him play, but just simply going to farm up here with Magebane, actually. I wonder if Tempest is going to get that portal key or go a different route here. Again, portal key. Yes, you run up as a Sandwraith, but getting that really big ultimate with that shrunken head and no stopper on the other side, it's going to be so huge. So that is kind of a funky spot. You think it still makes sense to get a portal key?
I think so, but all they got to do is Tempest kind of has to initiate with it because else Sandwraith is going to interrupt the portal key, and that's the issue with it. So they have to find the kills and find the heroes they want to go on with the Tempest, and then he can lock them down for 4 or 5 seconds, and that should be enough for Magebane to kill them, whoever he finds 1 or 2 heroes. And then you have a 3v5, even though you know Sandwraith is going to kill your Andromeda, he might also kill your Midas and your Tempest right after.
Oh, sorry. Baby Chin almost walked into these 6 mines right here. I'm surprised they didn't actually aggro. Now, I don't think it would have killed him.
I don't think it kills him anymore. He also has a shrunken head, so just pick that up.
That's true.
It's a good item.
Yeah, he probably would have been fine, but still. Got close.
I hope he's gonna go for the Geometus and Frostwolf as well here with his next items. Because, yeah, Geometus Bane, we saw it last game as well, Haxrin. Incredibly powerful on Magebane.
By the way, it does look like Emapingu is going to be going to staff here.
Yep,
to follow. So, yeah, not going the Shrunken.
I like it. I mean, he doesn't need it. He's killing people anyways, and they don't have time to kill him in the process. The only way he dies is if they gank him. And, Magebane is moving up here, but we'll see.
This is interesting. Yeah, I was going to say he's probably going to ulti, though. And he doesn't even need to port, actually.
Yeah,
he's going to go pot him. Yeah, Midas free kill. He actually ports again. Resto guaranteed a kill. I guess that works.
Andrew 100 health, so yeah. He almost dies to those double ultis. And that was with help too, so he needs some stats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Strider's not going to be good. Just sitting on Strider's the rest of the game. But again, that was it's obviously a good kill that he got that, but he did double ulti a single target just to kill him.
Yeah.
To be fair, so no, that's on cooldown, obviously.
Shoot, but
oh, Grenix going in right here. Engineer, yes, he gets the energy filled up, but look at Magebane, that Shrunken again. He doesn't care about too much. He's going to keep walking through. Now, however, oh, is there a staff? Yeah, Bubbles is a staff. I was like, how did he get stunned? But that was Bubbles with the staff of the master with the kill, but I don't even think he realized, so he takes that stun. Lowstone goes down as well. I think that really threw Probusk off guard, too.
Yeah.
In that fight.
I like the idea though that they tried to fight. As you just said, the double Sandwave ulti was down, so it's kind of what they were looking for. And unfortunately, both teams have a word of sight up here on the hill, so everyone had full vision. If only Legion had the full vision there, I think the fight would have gone much better. So I don't blame them for taking that fight, but worked out better for Hellbourne, and that staff and bubbles effect, yeah, that definitely surprised the Probask, I think.
That's the first time we've actually, I know we've talked about it a little bit and kind of seen it a couple times here and there, but really it's the first time that I've caught it at least. It's like, oh, that's actually a pretty big impact. Yeah, so that's definitely a smart pickup by Bubbles there. And well, the lead now at its biggest here for WOP Dash, 10,000 gold, 8,300 experience. But again, the numbers are only just one thing, really. You kind of just look at the item progression, especially not only that staff, as we mentioned, on both Sandwraith and Bubbles, but another 3,100 gold now on Sandwraith. We do have a Frostwolf skull finished on Magebane, or at least he bought the components for it. Yeah, it looks like he's going to have to go back here and split it up, of course. So kind of one of the annoying things about having a Frostburn first. But he does that, and he is going to get that Geosbane next, as you're pointing out there. Going to kind of have a nice core of items here to work with, but still waiting for that big Tempest ultimate, though, from Tempest here.
The problem is he has to initiate with it, kind of, and if he does that, are they actually going to be 5 together farming in one spot? They're probably not, or waiting 5 together, so it is tough. At the same time, he cannot just activate the Shrunken, and then people can't really come close to him, or only one at a time, unless they want to get Black Hold. So, Elemental Void, yeah. Or mid lane.
Yeah, they going right here on a Bubbles. There's a Kelfield, though. In comes Samrith. Look at all the fear effects going off. There's a Resto Stone. The Elemental Void goes off, though. He gets a couple. Samrith not porting in for the second time, as not going to really result in most damage, though. But Samrith actually almost died throughout it. Andromeda is picked off to the side. Bubbles is going to fall, as Magebane is still standing his ground pretty strong. And now he goes on Engineer. That worked out a lot better for Mint than I thought it was going to, honestly. Engineer gets picked off. A double tap for Probosc. They get Imbagosig as well. That's one of those I really would have to look at the replay to truly, because it felt like WOP Dash was actually going to win that fight for a little bit of it.
The problem was they did not focus Tempest, and after the Fear stopped the first one, Sandwave wasn't quick enough to activate the next one and then use that. And people didn't focus Tempest at all, so he was just in the middle of it, and then he could just press R and got that huge void actually wanting, and it worked out there. But they gotta focus the Tempest, especially when he's feared the first time and he's standing on top of them. So that's a bit of a misplay or misfocus fire, you could say, I guess. But I think they know for next time that we gotta kill the Tempest. We gotta do something about it. So we can't cancel him. Only Sandwave can. And I think he wanted to use the second ulti, but Probosk was hitting him and mana drained him, so he didn't have a chance to do so.
That's what I was waiting for, but it just never happened. So yeah, something stopped him. From Design a Mind Trap again, yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's still going to keep happening. That's his third one there, I think. That's the one that was still there, yeah. Oh, Samrith, meanwhile, he comes in and he cleans up Midas, actually. Well, I guess more so Lodestone spotting him, too, but there's a couple of nice little pickoffs there, but yeah, this is where the strength of Mint now, and Magebane specifically, is going to start shining a little bit, this whole split push idea. Obviously, now that you look at the items that he has, you figure we're probably going to see something like that Wingbow next, and I mean, he's going to be so tanky, and just so much damage potential at the same time.
They need cheap sticks, and fortunately, Lodestone has almost 4,000 gold, and the same with Bubbles, so they're actually pretty close to them. And hopefully, double sheep should be enough.
All right, so Magebane is porting back to swap on a Samrith. They got him really deep right there. Samrith will die off the bat. He does not have an ulti even if he buys back. He will have a Resto Stone, but yeah, he's not going to. The team will just run, but very good initiation there. Great swap from Bunny Lover to start that and completely caught Samrith off guard.
It was actually just a level 1 swap, but yeah, it's really hard to siege base for Hellpoint because Sandwave is not a hero you want to have in the front, especially for that reason. If you get initiated on, you can't get your ultis off, and that's almost all your damage, and then you're gonna lose the fights. And here comes Mint, pushing mid lane.
As I said, he won't have an ultimate on Sandwave, that Mirage, if he even buys back here. Now, granted, he has a Resto Stone to use, but would only be one. So there we go, though. Buyback happens. Shatterstorm hits. Tempest in the background. He is caught in Elemental Void. Anyways, he goes down. But Magebane holding his ground, blinks away before the energy field. He's on the run. Can they catch up to him? Blink in 2 more seconds. He should be fine. As he blinks again, so unless they have another catch right here, I don't think they will. Oh, well, okay, never mind. As again, he can't. Okay, he will blink out of it to take the stun. He is going to go for the TP. Yeah, I was going to say, they probably have a stun, but now he's going to keep going. He's going to keep them chasing. All right, he will survive in the end. Jeez, made it close, though, apparently. Oh, by the way, Midas popped back again. He's out of buybacks here.
Oh, yeah.
Middle.
Well, at least he's pushing mid and applying a bit more pressure, dealing some damage to that tower. But yeah, he hasn't had the game that he has been looking for sure. But hopefully he can finish a sheepstick and still have a good factor, be a good factor in this game. They have been going on him a lot, and it's really easy for Sandwave and Lodestone to combo him down, especially Sandwave himself only, because he only has 5 armor, so he dies really easy.
Kongor, no, not up. I saw Monarch coming over here and some team members, but not up just yet, so I'm going to need a little more time before we're going to see a Kongor attempt, of course, taking place. 4,300 gold on Bubbles, a double damage ring he's going to find here, actually. See what they do with that. Looks like it was bottled up by, oh no, Bubbles just picked it up, okay. Straight up picks it up.
That's a glowstone too. Not, oh, he's going for the nullstone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I figure, yeah.
Yep.
Against the Sand Wraith here, so that could be a good choice. Now, again, the thing is, so that'll be good for preventing from jumping him. However, if he's near his allies, then he'll still get feared, so.
Yeah,
Still think it makes sense, though.
They are still going to cancel the pull key if he's on top of someone on his team.
Yeah.
The illusion spawns too, so. It's definitely still awkward for him.
It's not the absolute answer, basically, but it's going to help a little bit at least. I saw the snake bracelet purchased by Sandwraith. I think that might be it all, yeah. We're going to see the wing bow coming out here to Sandwraith, so he'll have his, but it looks, again, I'm guessing Magebane is also going to have one of his own pretty shortly here. He does have both buybacks, too, so maybe that's going to be kept in mind, but I think it's a little scarier on Magebane than it is on Sandwraith, but still good that Sandwraith has it. Mirage use, is he going on to Magebane? Oh, they're going to the background, actually. They get Tempest, and yep, Tempest a priority. He goes down off the bat. Meanwhile, over here, Magebane is getting some damage out on several other heroes, but he's losing all his teammates. And yeah, he has to blink away again, so great priority targeting there from WOP Dash as they take out the supporting cast. So, and now Kongor is up too.
Yeah, I think they definitely caught them off guard, and Tempest was trying to place himself in middle of Andrew and Midas, I think, to Astro them, but that just caused everyone to be feared instead, so that they have to split out more, and then just accept that whoever Sandwave goes on is gonna die, unless you buy Void Talisman. Andrew should get a Void Talisman, Midas should get a Void Talisman, and they should have had it for a long time ago. Well, of course, sometimes as a support, you just don't have the gold and you have too many deaths, especially in a support like Andrew, so it's not possible. But Midas should have had one. He doesn't, so he's just a target every time. Tempest can definitely save himself, but he tried to save his teammates, and they gotta just accept someone dies, and then they gotta leave them. Try and do something to support the Magebane in killing someone. So
it's tough to do sometimes. Sometimes that is the best call. Just let it be and go for others. But so Magebane, yeah, it's the priority was good on the Hellborn's part. Magebane got a little distracted off to the side. Now, again, that was without the wing bow, which is definitely going to be it's a mix, but definitely a damage enhancement. So having that, now that's what I'm guessing. I guess it doesn't have to be a wing bow. Maybe he will figure he just needs more raw damage, and at that point, does Magebane go Rift Shards? I mean, is that a thing on Magebane? But
I don't think so. I think wing bow should honestly be enough for damage and survivability too.
Okay,
it's a strong item. Attack speed, attack damage. I think he shouldn't need more to deal damage, enough damage at least. But again, I think every time Hellborn win or initiates, they should probably win the fight. So Legion gotta somehow find a way to be the ones initiating these fights.
Yeah, I mean, Magebane, the one fight that we've seen Mint win was when Tempest was able to get off a pretty solid Elemental Void. So it makes sense. Like, if he's able to do that, then they can win a fight, of course. So that's really the big picture here, but that is a difficult task, no doubt. So, yeah, I mentioned earlier how we haven't really seen him land any big ultimates other than that one now, but Not saying that's, due to his fault, being a bad player or anything like that. Of course, is understandable because, as we've talked about, it's a very difficult game to do so here, but they need it. As you said, if the Hellborn team initiates first, then that'll cause all that issue most likely. So Magebane picks up a haste rune here. Tempest is in trouble, I'm guessing. Yep, Samwraith ported in. Now he has a little bit of support here. Samwraith, he is going to go again. Tempest is going to fall this time, and so does Andromeda, so does Midas. Off to the side over here. I don't know, to me, can Min, what is their strategy? Because it feels like that's now two times they've kind of just have gotten caught without Magebane even being remotely close. Pushed up somewhere.
It's, I mean, they're trying to, I guess, they're trying to do the right thing of finding people and then initiating a fight where they can use their abilities first, but the problem is, if no one's showing on the map, then Sandwich knows something up. He's basically just using his ultimate at random and hoping that he's going to scout them out and see an opening, because you can vision of everyone. And,
yeah.
He does find an opening on Tempest Andrew up there, and his team is there to back him up. Bubbles, Sheepstick, Staff of the Master knows. I mean, he's so farmed as well, so everyone's just has a ton of farm. Lodestone picked up the Sheepstick too, so it's really getting out of hand. It sounds weird because Magebane is honestly maxed, but they're still having trouble. And it's just because the entire team of Magebane is struggling on its own against Sandwave. So yeah, Magebane is probably the stronger carry 1 versus 1, but Sandwave is killing your entire team faster than Magebane is.
You look at the damage charts, great reflection of that. Not a surprise, but Sandwraith 34% damage done in this game.
Yeah.
Magebane gonna go on Sandwraith here. Takes a Sheepstick though. Is kind of going back and forth what to do. Deciding it's best to kind of keep going back at this. Grinix does catch a couple. They get Monarch kill. Bubbles, yeah, he is also going to go down. So good job right there. Lodestone, meanwhile, nice swap from Andromeda. Save the day there. They do get Lodestone. Okay, so, well, that's what this Legion team needed for sure. 3 hero kills. Guess what the Hellborn team didn't have? Mirage.
Exactly, yep. Still on cooldown, and still both of them okay, one of them is up now, but 35 more seconds. Sandwave does have the token for 1 minute, so he could potentially TP in and then die and then have the second one ready. Then he gotta be careful for this elemental void.
Bubbles, the only one with the buyback, he uses it right there, but they lose the tower. The elemental void, no! Bubbles did not get caught though. There's the fear now from Sandwraith. Pretty desperate attempt right there, but again, it's gonna be tough anyways. But now Sheepstick on a Magebane. Sandwraith chasing on a Tempest, gonna get him killed. Magebane deciding it's best to blink away, not go for more. So, yep, Tempest falls right there. Did cost a buyback on Bubbles again.
I think they could have stayed there a bit more, honestly, with Magebane and everyone. They have full HP on a couple of the heroes. Grinix, Midas was there. So, yeah, they do decide to fall back and try and play it safe, but I feel like that might have been too early of a fallback. But, yeah, good hold, I guess, in the end there for Sandwraith, and actually didn't even have to use the token. Oh, he's gonna go.
Where's he going? He already got one, it looks like. At the top lane, yeah, Midas goes down, so that was the target. Lodestone, meanwhile, catches Grinix. He is going to pop the Shadow Storm, actually, a little late here. And yeah, it's not going to connect here. Trying to get the pressure on. Again, they know what Tempest's dead, no Elemental Void. They all of a sudden have a lot more opening themselves now. Midas is out of buybacks. I'm sure they are aware of that, too. So he's dead for another 50 seconds here. And we're also in the case of, yes, we have a full slotted Magebane now, even post-haste. He still has 5 seconds on his Shrunken, to be honest. That's a mistake in my mind. He really should rebuy that. But other than that, I mean, what does he do is what I was going to get to there.
If he's not doing that, he's thinking of buying another item. And what item could that be? I'm not sure if he wants to sell the Cleaver. I think he's still debating it. Should I get a behemoth for it? What should I do? Is it Doombringer time? Do we need that? Are we that desperate at this point? So, yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure what is the best item. But if you're not going to buy different items, you should definitely get a new Shrunken Head.
Yeah, that's fair. If he does get something else, then so be it. But he could definitely use another 5 seconds on that Shrunken before another fight breaks out, because there's a lot of crowd control in this Hellborn team. It's causing issues here. Samwraith did get a full Savage Mace now, too, so he's really becoming a right-click carry here.
Yep.
Compared to before. A lot of damage potential. As they get Grinix up here, that's a pretty quick kill on him.
I mean, like, I still can't come over that Bubbles is almost 500 GPM. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
I know he had a 1 versus 1 mid, but it's definitely a different style of Bubbles than the one that played last game. So that's nice to see.
He also bought something. I think it's being delivered, so we'll see what that is in a second. Didn't catch it there, but yeah, using that goal per minute of his, mentioned 500 goal per minute for Bubbles, sustaining that pretty well. Oh, never mind, that's not his courier. I thought that was his, but maybe not then.
Oh, same with, he's actually buying the voids now, so I like that. Now he's 3 voids on him. Yep.
That's smart. Again, when you are that full inventory, no longer, of course, the courier situation, which kind of will be changed next patch, speaking of all those teasers there, for those that have checked those out.
The courier?
The scouting couriers.
Okay.
Coming back next patch, or coming in next patch.
Is it like the old couriers, or are they
It's,
reporting
I
anything?
think, I don't know for certain, but just reading the picture, I think they're basically bringing back flying couriers. So where you can purge, everyone will still have normal couriers, or everyone will still have the couriers as they are now, but you can now have the option to also buy extra flying couriers for yourself or for whatever purpose. So.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Samwraith gets jumped here by Magebane, but of course he blinks out, goes elsewhere. They're going to lock down Magebane in the background. No, they're going to have to use just yet. Meanwhile, they kill Andrew and Tempest quickly. Krennic's now falling. Magebane, where the hell is he, by the way? He's, oh, yeah, he's just like, screw it. I'm going for the racks. What's the point? He's going to go right for the racks right here. Splits up. But look at Bubbles. He ports back immediately. Can he stop this, though? I don't think he can. Yeah, not by himself. Oh, there's the vulnerability, though, and now Magebane, he's in a little bit of trouble. The fact that he can distract them long enough, he's going to get it. And, oh, they can't get him! Oh, that spot was perfect. Well, they get the racks first.
Okay, I guess that worked out. Actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But they can still just go mid and push. Magebane is back in base now, so nothing's stopping them. Mida's still dead for another 30. Tempest is up in a second, and he has an elemental void. They should know that. But I think Greenix bought back there, didn't he? No, he did not. So he just didn't die at all. Okay.
Andromeda, he almost died right there very quickly as Greenix does jump in. Magebane is sheep this whole time. He doesn't have a shrunken. Oh, wow, gets swapped out the last second. So he will survive, but now the tower falls. Magebane going back in, though. He does have... Oh, no, he doesn't have life still, excuse me. For some reason thought he did, but no, he definitely does not. Low still, meanwhile, though, is going to take too much damage and falls. They did not get the racks right there, as Greenix is the only one to use a buyback, I believe, in the long run. So the rest run away. But yeah, that is something we are kind of seeing here. No lifesteal on Magebane, whether it's Abyssal Skull or the Whispering Helm. It's definitely noticeable for sustaining here.
And yeah, for sure. I think he could just stay in the fight if he had a symbol for something, but then he has to sell something like a cleaver, and I'm not sure he wants to do that, but that's what I would sell at least, and get the symbol going. Because then he can definitely sustain himself in fight and not just abandon it as we saw before. I mean, they did get the racks, so yeah, it caused a lot of confusion for WOP dash, so it worked out, I guess. Of course, it's 50 minutes, so 1 Rax is not the end of the world at this point.
Not necessarily, but it is the hope here for Mint. And definitely, they've kind of been on their back foot for a lot of this later part of the game. Obviously, the saving grace is a farming Magebane. Andromeda picked off. That's going to happen, though. Sandwraith, in fact, he is going to pour bottom. Midas probably going to die to that. Yeah, it's just like 3 auto attacks later and you're dead. Now, Magebane, though, he is pushing top. So, again, this is what, as good as this is from WOP Dash for getting all these hero kills, Magebane is being the nuisance here on the split push. And, oh, they might have enough lockdown this time. The Shadow Storm, yeah, they got him. So he does have buyback, of course, but there's catch number 1.
Yeah, he could buy back post haste for sure, but he's only gonna do that if he sees Hellpoint post haste into its own base for sure. Else that's not gonna happen.
Committing to a push, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This does make it interesting for WOP Dash, though. They're really gonna have to draw out this game because as long as Magebane has a buyback, like they're always gonna have to be afraid of that possibility.
Yep.
So
sure.
This is tough. As big of a lead that they have, it's not a guaranteed victory, definitely.
Yeah.
for them.
I'm still
here.
surprised different guy has not picked up a Void Talisman. He's been killed 13
yeah.
times, and I think.
Oh, Sandwraith, the Elemental Void, they can't stop it. That's a dead Sandwraith. Again, he hasn't won buyback, but that would be his final if he's forced to use it here. That's a huge catch. That's the second time we've seen that happen in this game. The Andromeda swap into just the lockdown.
Yep. It was the last buyback onto Slaska, I think. He's out of buyback, so is Midas. And yeah. So that's pretty good. Magebane did use one, so they should really try and force a buyback here from Sandwraith.
Oh, Grinix got off to the side. Now, honestly, this is okay, I think, because, yes, he doesn't have buybacks, but he's kind of distracting.
Yeah.
And now you see Magebane over here. He's taking out the melee, right? Do they have a vulnerability? I don't think they do. Wow. Well, there's 2 racks now dead. Magebane, I don't think they have the damage, though, without Sandwraith, unless he buys back here. He's going to blink again in 3 seconds. It's going to be close. He's fine. He might even get a kill. Jeez. Oh, no, he is dead now. Okay.
Yeah,
God, taken forever, but finally they are able to take him out.
He did take a racks, and he got the they got the middle range racks as well. So there are 2 racks ahead. Of course, that costed another buyback, and Sandwraith still has 1. So now they both have 1 buyback each. Bubbles still has 1 left as well. Different guy and Slaska is out. So that's the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah.
Magebane will only be able to do that 1 more time.
I think we're getting to a point, if you're Andro, you just sit in the well.
Yeah, well,
Like, I'm not even joking. Like, all right.
no,
Like,
you're right, actually. Yeah.
why?
Sure.
What's the point? You're gonna just get 2 shot by Sandwraith, and every presses R.
Yeah. There's no one you can swap, I think. And every time you've been trying to swap Magebane, he's blinking on top of you right after anyway, so it hasn't been working the way they wanted to.
Or
but
just-
now he's hitting racks again here now, so but at least Andrew's dead, but he should be careful. Midas has a sheep stick, and that meter is dealing damage to him.
Now, again, Magebane with the 1 buyback, but yeah, he is just going to say, okay, they can have the 1 racks here, not worth using that final buyback. We are still up in racks here, so that's where Mint still has a little bit of a slight advantage, despite all the numbers and what they suggest here. God, I do think, though, if you're Magebane, okay, it's not Doombringer time yet. As long as you have a buyback, you can't really do that just yet, I think. But it's going to come to that place. So if he ends up using the second buyback, he just needs to get Doombringer for the Rune Cleaver, I think, and then just destroy the towers as quickly as possible, basically.
Yeah,
when he does
that's
backdoor.
definitely an option. Or take the fights. I honestly think they could with that Doombringer. So, Magebane.
He's going really deep here. Yeah, Kongor. This is the 3rd Kongor, I think. I wouldn't know about it happening, so not happening just yet.
Top lane is pushing in a lot. They have to be aware of that and defend that range tracks. That could mean a lot. Oh, they're gonna lose it. Okay.
They just melted it, yeah. We're 55 minutes in, so these creeps obviously getting pretty powerful here, a lot of them.
I mean, that's honestly a big deal. It could be a big deal. We don't know yet, but we saw yesterday that 1 range tracks was what 1 team had left, and losing 1 like that doesn't feel so good. Oh, Engineer.
Sandwraith, though, is going to respond to this kinda. Engineer does get picked off, however, before he can do much. Meanwhile, Andromeda goes down. Sandwraith trying to maybe help lock down Magebane, but it's not going to work. The Elemental Void comes out. Magebane, though, he's stuck in the sheep stick. He dies here. He does blink. He can't get out, though. He is going to die. So he's going to die with 6,800 gold. Obviously has that buyback, as mentioned. But that worked out much better for WOP Dash. I don't know, the game plan at Mint, it feels so weird to me because it's like this idea of the split push, the backdooring, that's how they're going to win. Yet then there's cases like that where they're chasing where they think to be an alone engineer, but he's not.
But Sandwraith is always there.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? And people could be around. I think they saw a couple people top. I think that was Sandwraith. I don't know if there was another one, but that's a tower right there. You know, at the racks, they can TP down there pretty fast. And Engineer has a Stone Spirit and a tablet, so he wasn't the easy kill they expected. And yeah, WOP Dash could respond in time. Also, Magebane buys back.
Magebane does buy back. They locked in Andromeda, by the way. Magebane is sheeped right here. Good priority target. They're going to lock him down as long as possible. He does have a Shrunken now. Pops it. Energy field not going to matter too much. The Rax is falling. Engineer, he's saving because of the Chrysalis right there. Actually keeps him alive. So he'll survive after that. Samrith going right in for the racks, though, committing towards it. Gets swapped in. There's a follow from Kurenix. Samrith actually getting pretty low right here. Storm Spirit will keep him alive, though. Magebane needs to be careful himself. If he dies, he stays there. The Mana Rift does take out Bubbles right there, as well as Engie, actually. Double tap. Kurenix thinking about chasing, but it's not going to happen. He's going to get caught. Nope. Never mind. He'll be fine. Oh, they're chasing, actually. Yeah, they're going to catch Lodestone even. Out of this. Did they save the racks? No, the racks did die. Now we're even. But buybacks, well, you got Lodestone and that's it. Yeah, it's just Lodestone here. They go Kongor, you think? Do they need Kongor? Oh, what happened? Oh, my Skype crashed on him. Looks like the Skype issue here. Stream looks still good, so that's good. Let me call him back real quick. Oh, yeah, he timed out. That makes sense. Oh, well, we lost Near for now. The game was too epic for him. No, but they are going to go for Kongor at the end. That was the question here, whether or not they do that. Now, Lodestone did buy back. He did use his first buyback here. Kongor dropping quickly. Now, okay, so Mageman has 6,800 gold, and he does not have a buyback. So this is such a, you know, what do you do, though? Do you sell the Rune Cleaver, buy Genjiro, buy that Doombringer? Do you do something else? I mean, here we go, though. Samwraith ultimate. Is he going to follow it up? Yes, he is. He's going to go on Andromeda. Magebane jumps Samwraith, though, immediately. Samwraith is melting right here, and Samwraith does go down. He does have his final buyback. He uses it right here. Magebane got really low to the Shatterstorm, but he's going to be able to TP out and survive in the long run. That was big. The fact that he actually was able to escape right there. However, this does mean Kongor is going to fall to WOP Dash. Yeah, there's no way they can do anything about it, unfortunately. They really wanted that Kongor, but oh, nice one to pause to. But this is going to be a token on... God, who did they give it to? Bubbles? They probably give it to Bubbles, I would assume. You can't really drop anything if you're Sandwraith here. There's you pretty much need that all, so... unless he drops post-state, but no, that wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, it's probably going to go to Bubbles right here, just because he has that full inventory. Magebane does buy the Doombringer. All right, so he has a Doombringer. He really needs to rebuy a Shrunken Head too. I really hope that he rebuys that Shrunken, because there's literally no reason why he doesn't right here that I can think of. I mean, you're 5 seconds right here on the cooldown. You have no buybacks. Before another fight happens, if he doesn't rebuy that Shrunken, that's going to be pretty crucial. But rebuying that Shrunken, that'll be good. Samwraith has been sitting on so much gold, but he's also in a spot of, you know, what does he do? Can't really replace anything here. He needs that staff, clearly. That's been so powerful. The staff and the Resto Stone. The Wing Bow, as well as the Savage Mace, has been doing plenty of work. You can't really get rid of the Mock of Brilliance. That's a nice portal key canceller, so... Yeah, he really just has to kind of sit on most of the gold, so...
Totally amped for this.
Okay, here we go, though.
The big ape dude lost his
There's Bananas, there's Token. So Token will go to Bubbles. Bananas, Monarch will just pick it up for now. All right, so yes, Magebane did rebuy the Shrunken, so to clarify that, thank God. There's a full 10 seconds again, so... let me know when you are back. Just messaging that to Near there. Getting timed out, unfortunately. Hopefully he comes back in the near future. Get it. Bubbles. Ooh, that was close right there. Almost getting caught by Magebane. Buyback situation. Bubbles and Lodestone have one, as does NG. Monarch Shell is both. Not a big deal, though. Bubbles especially is the big one. And, of course, Samwraith is out. Oh, Magebane going in. He's going to find Bubbles here. Pops a Shrunken. He's committing to this, and he's going to get it. He's going to get the token. Will he get more? Probably not. Yeah, it's not going to be worth chasing with the Shrunken wearing off. Oh, you know, that's right. He didn't actually kill him. I was going to say, well, I had no charge, but, yeah, I need to kill him to get the actual charge. So with the token, though, at least they won't have to worry about the token of life now and another fight coming up. But it's amazing how this game is still going on. And the potential of it's more amazing that Mint actually has a legit chance on winning this game. I mean, they've been behind so much in this game for so long, but the Magebane factor, the split push, we've seen it before with a couple of these carry heroes that have that split push potential. Silhouette, another one that definitely comes to mind, of course. They truly can win games on their own. Just that idea of pushing by themselves, constantly keeping the team on their back foot, having to respond to it over and over and over again. That's exactly what Magebane does, obviously. So, unfortunately, another pause right here. Apparently, the mic broke. Yeah, it's a crucial time here to have that happen. Again, guys, this is game number 2. If WOP Dash does happen to hold on here and actually come through with a victory, then we will be going to a third and final game. Ultimately, we have Sync Esports awaiting in the finals, which I know people have asked that a couple times too. Our finals of Sync Esports playing the winner of this will be next weekend, guys. So no, this will be the final series today and this weekend. But next weekend, actually on Sunday will be our bronze match, which the loser of this will play Complexity, and they'll play there in a best of 3, and then the winner will play Sync in the finals. In a best of 3 as well. So those matches will be next Sunday. There will be no Honcast on Saturday next week. There will be a Sunday there. So that's what we got to look forward to as far as wrapping things up here in the Deadeye Bounty League. And what really has been a fun event. And it's been a lot of content, a lot of coverage here, and definitely has been it's been a great time. And also for these lesser known teams. And again, these teams like a WOP Dash here, where we really haven't known too much about these guys going into what are the playoffs around the corner now for On Tour Season 4 yet. This is even, I mean, really, these playoffs, any of these teams can win. It really is ridiculous how these playoffs have so much potential to be great, to be really good when it comes to the teams and competing here. So I'm looking forward to that. It looks like Nir is actually back. Let me give him a call here. See if he answers. All right, hopefully this pause too. Not much longer here. Given time for Nir to reconnect, perhaps too. But yeah, not having to worry about the token now. Again, Bubbles using that right away. The bananas were handed off to Engineer. Of course, trying to get him to get the energy field off, make sure he's able to combo his stuff before he dies is important. So yeah, it makes sense to have on him too.
Totally
All right.
down for this.
Hey, you back?
Yep. It should be fine now. The power just went out, and 2 of my
Nice.
switches used, so yeah, for no reason, and then came back on here. So
Nice.
I should be joining now. Yep.
Cool. All right, well, we were actually in a little bit longer of a pause there, so it was pretty good timing. It just got out of the pause.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think, though, what you did miss. So they actually ended up doing Kongor to WOP Dash. They got the token. They gave it to Bubbles, actually, because Samurai had this full inventory. Can't really do anything there. Magebane does end up buying a Doombringer, by the way, too. Also, Sandwraith did use his final buyback. I don't even know if – I think you might have disconnected before that.
Yeah, I think so.
So he doesn't have a buyback either. Yeah, you'll kind of see all this as you get back in here, but it's pretty crazy. It's turning out to be pretty crazy again.
Yeah. I mean, I just saw the Mana Rift onto Bubbles in the bottom lane, and the Monarch Chrysalis, the Sand Rift just before, else Sand Rift would have been caught up in that and died as well. And then I DC'd from that on, so I'm not sure. But they did get the melee Rex bottom, okay.
Yes. The melee Rex bottom did fall as well, yep. So got that working for them. So slight advantage still technically for men because of the range Rex they got, but yeah, other than that, it's anyone's game. I mean, so some of the things I was going over there when you were DC was just this idea. You're sitting on 10,000 gold now. Okay, wow, he just bought Geometer's Bane, I think, on Sandwraith. So what would he replace that with, though? The Mocker Brilliance, I guess?
Yeah, could, I guess, but you could also just, I guess, go down through the bottom lane and then leave your 7th mate, pop the Geos, and then drop the Geos and put down the, as he's doing
That's
right
what he's
here.
doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he forgot to pick up. Oh, there we go. He forgot to pick up
Then
the mod.
keep pushing like this. I think that's what. And then he's gonna put it closer and closer, I guess.
Huh. Okay, now he actually puts a staff on the ground.
Yep.
What is, oh,
He
he's
wants
just
to-
moving them down here. This is
He
so
wants his
clever.
own flanker. Yeah, I think that's what he's telling us here. So he's just moving closer and closer, and then he thinks he's gonna siege from this point here. So.
That's so
Also,
awesome.
If he's about to fight, though, I will say that he could drop the post haste and then pick up the Geometer's Bane. He has a little bit less move speed, but he deals more damage, and he has the Geobane and still has decent move speed. The Geobane gives move speed too, so not too bad.
It's so funny to think that this wouldn't be possible. You know, for a while there, we had the idea that obviously items could be destroyed and stuff and seen, but no, it's not the case anymore. So you can do this now. But to be fair, with not having control over couriers, you know, this is a way around it, I guess.
Yeah.
He also did. He just buy a Doombringer? He did. Okay.
Bought something. Oh, okay. What did he sell? He
He's-
sold.
What did he? The Savage Maze.
Savage. Okay. Yeah.
That
Right.
kind of makes sense.
Makes sense. Yep. I was also a little bit against the Savage Maze because if you really run the damage, I think Geo is honest better on a Sandwave. But it wasn't like he was gonna man up on Mage Bane and the Savage was a counter to him. He was just killing Midas. He was killing everyone else than Mage Bane. Every time Mage Bane was hitting him, he was trying to run away and not hitting him. So if you wanted a damage item, maybe Riftshide would have been better. But Doombringer here, definitely, probably the best one. Let's be honest about that in terms of damage.
No, it's very rare we get to see a Doombringer in a game, and it's very rare we get to see one on either side. It's even more rare, I should say. So, no one's complaining here. This is a game definitely for it, and I mean, this is going to be a crazy finish here, no doubt. This is one of these games here where, again, still either team definitely has potential to win. The no buybacks on the carry is so crucial on either side.
And Midas picked up a Void Talisman. There we go.
Hey, he did it.
Only took 14 deaths.
There
So,
you
yep.
go.
He should be able to survive the Sandrift jumping onto him now. That's what he needed all the time.
Andromeda, not so much. She
She has
just not good
700
enough
gold,
farm.
so if Probusk could finally buy some Void here, and our Andrew should tell him, buy the Voids, I'm 016, I need a Void Talisman. You have 1 million gold.
Yeah,
Should be the smartest.
that would make sense here
Yep.
to get that, but Resto's still on bubbles, nice. Double
Yep.
sheep stick now.
Double sheep, double kill field.
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite insane, yeah.
Midas has just been sitting here in the same spot for a while.
I mean, if they keep sitting like this and nothing happening for 5 more minutes, I think Hellbourne pulls ahead a bit in farm, and Monarch might even have an item, and Lodestone 4k, Bubbles 4k, but Monarch 2k. I mean, they have a lot of gold on Hellbourne, so they're just pulling up here, and hopefully they can maybe even finish another item on Engineer and Monarch, so it's something they could look forward to.
Do you eventually get to a spot if you're say Magebane here and get double Doombringer, like maybe replace the Geos possibly, or I don't even know. I can't really do that, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think what I would do is then have an item I would send to myself. It's on the courier, close to me at all times. So when I pop my Shrunken, I sell it, my Shrunken, and then I put that item on me or something like that.
Yeah.
That could be something that makes sense.
All right.
But then
Well,
you need a lot of gold at the same time, so you can rebuy a Shrunken again right after. And we're getting to that point, so
yeah.
that's an option.
These crazy things are becoming options. We've already seen Imma Pingu kind of doing his thing at the bottom there, and I don't know if he gave up on that or no. He doesn't. Okay, it's the top lane. He's decided to do it at the top lane instead here with the
See at the
Geometer's
Geos
Bane.
up there?
Yep.
Oh, yep. Well, he's dealing damage to the tower, so
Yeah.
it's a little at a time. 14 damage there. Okay,
you
that's
go.
that's not a lot. But,
Do
it's
that
something.
120 more times and might get the tower kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not a lot, but at the same time, his team is still farming. Bubbles has more gold now. He actually got the bananas from Engie now, but he should be looking to get another item soonish here. Not sure what he wants at this point. Probably some kind of survivability, even his own shrunken head or something like that.
you see Midas and Grinix both with bound eyes here. Bubbles does have an invis rune, kind of checking things out. Eventually going to wear off though. Sandwraith, whoa, he is right next to Midas here with a double damage.
Oh.
Yet he doesn't actually find him.
Yep.
That was close.
I think Midas has been sitting in this spot for I don't know how long, but he's been down here
Oh yeah,
the entire time.
he's AFK for sure.
Yep.
It's kind of unfortunate when a legit strategy is to pretty much be AFK in a location, but that's kind of where we're at. Obviously, it's
Yep.
just a slightly wrong move, get caught, all of a sudden that's it.
remember in the past I actually had a game like way back where it said, okay, you are AFK and can't be kicked now. It told me that we had to sit in base for so long we couldn't move out, so we just had to sit and wait, and then that message just popped up, and I was okay. I guess that's the stage we're at.
I mean, you see it starting to come out of chat now. It's just make a move, and well, why don't you guys make a move? It's like, well, it's just like those people in TMM games. Like, just finish the game, just push the base.
Exactly.
Come on! It's like meanwhile they're sitting there like defending hardcore. It's like, what?
They know the only way they can win is if you push base and give them the initiation advantage. So, and if you don't do that, then they can't win. And that's kind of where we're stuck here right now. But Hellborn is getting items. Really, Magebane is taking the farm top. I guess Renix is actually farming down bottom, getting something. Midas is AFK, and so is Tempest. And they're only defending these mega creeps when they come up, or strong creeps. I can't. Yeah, super creeps. I guess they're called.
Super creeps, yeah, I think. But
Yep.
oh boy, yeah, I don't know. We've never had a draw in Holland's history, but it's one of these games that potentially could fit that mold too.
Yeah.
No, but how about if it gets to the 90-minute mark, then maybe that's something we can start talking about. So we got another 20 minutes here.
Well,
but
honestly, if I was NG, I would just go farm my jungle. Just keep farming that, and if I was Bubbles, I would push out bottom while farming Hellborn jungle.
yeah,
They're gonna go for Kongor here now, but when it's stagnant for this long, then you can allow yourself to do that, and your opponents don't know where you are.
Midas has to be alt tab here.
Banana each.
Yeah, they're gonna each get those bananas here. Bubbles currently has it. So again, who do they get a token to this time? Lodestone?
Still good.
Sandwraith got it. Okay. What did he do? He dropped something. Did he sell something? No, he didn't sell something. What does he not have anymore?
Geos or Savage? No, wait, that's the...
No, he has a Doom.
Oh, boots.
Boots.
There we go.
The most obvious thing. All right.
It's no boots. Okay, that's... yeah, I guess, but... okay,
they're on Monarch, to be fair. He didn't actually sell them.
Yeah, but...
They're on Monarch.
Monarch is not gonna give him to him, like, in a fight and walk up. I mean, he's gonna die, so... yeah. I'm not sure how he can catch out to people. I guess he's gonna pour it on top of them, and with the fear, he's gonna finish people off, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't need to catch up to him if he kills him in 3 or 4 hits. Yeah.
Different guy still AFK.
Oh yeah, no, he literally has not moved an inch.
Oh, he had not moved.
For a good 10 minutes here at least.
Gonna watch that APM here. Game finishes.
Going
Also with
downhill.
14 deaths, I mean, you've spent a lot of time dead, so
Yeah.
gotta be downhill.
Is that smart? Like, I feel like he could at least just be like pushing out the bottom lane, or just
Up,
maybe
no,
it's
I
too
would be pushing
risky.
up bottom, yeah, for sure.
We finally seen a little bit of something here. Lodestone. Okay, well they're really kind of going right here. Sandwraith does use his ultimate. Spreads out big time. A lot of rest of stones being used. Andromeda going off right there. Kelvin locked a couple people in place, but Magebane, he's still alive. Sandwraith goes back in with a fear effect. He got low. Not low enough, though. Magebane could not finish him there. He barely survived. Speaking of Magebane, keeps the Doombringer, though. So, meanwhile, the tower does go down. The melee Rax falls as well, so the final push seems like it could be here. And they are going to get the range Rax, so now it is just the range Rax bottom. Yet another game where it's coming down to that. Magebane in the background, jumps Sandwraith. He's going to get that kill. But again, he has the token. So coming right back up. Bubbles, he's feeling the pain now. But Sandwraith back up. The barbed armor on Grinix, saying, come attack me, please. Magebane will take a little more damage there as he's stuck in that sheep stick. He's at half life. They kill Magebane. The game is really over at that point. But no, he's going to blink away and survive still a little bit longer. The range Rax, there we go. We are going to see mega creeps.
Yep.
And I think that should really do it. Yeah, they are going to just call the GG. Well, 72-minute match time again. We had this WOP Dash team, man, they like their long matches.
Yep, they do.
Yesterday
that was
as well.
An impressive game, though, and they played it flawlessly. They played well. That was nice to see. And, I mean, it might have been drawn out in the end, but if you lose, you're going to lose and you're eliminated, right? You lost game 1, so play it safe and your opponents don't want to sit in with it, well, the concede option is there, so they know they're behind. And if they don't want to wait for you to push, then they can just leave the game, you know. So they shouldn't feel embarrassed or
No.
any hard feelings or anything. They play it as they should, and they played safe, and that's all fine for me at least.
Yeah,
And,
no.
well played.
That's a great point to bring up, I think. It's determined for your own outcome there for the successful one, and that's what they did.